And then we went in, and yeah, we were to the left, but slightly in the middle.
So we were in front of Alex.
Yeah, which was cool.
As in Alex
Sam.
Cash
It was
Cash.
like Sam, Alex.
It was like Ash, yeah.
JP.
Ash. And we were
Ash,
in front, Ash. And we were in front of Ryland mainly. And
Rah rah.
basically the gig happened. I got right to the front.
Yeah, you did. I didn't.
But you were like right behind me.
Yeah, I was like in the second row of people, and I had to help so many people out of the crowd.
It was
that night.
it was that bad.
It was
Loads
so
of people
rough.
got taken out.
Like about at least 5 people, like right next to me, and that's just next to me,
and
like
Gabe
on my
looked
right.
so worried every time.
Yeah, every time, like all the band's faces just dropped. It was horrible. It was like, and because I was like helping people out, like Gabe kept looking at me because I was like actually properly lifting people for the security guys, whereas all the people around me, yeah. When people were being lifted out, I was helping lift them out, and then everyone else was standing there waiting. And as soon as the space was gone, they like rushed for the space. Well, I was trying to help people, so Gabe kept looking at me and smiling at me because he knew I was helping, which was cool.
But
sometimes I hate people.
Like I wasn't near anyone who got fainted.
No, I just happened to be like next to everybody who like ended up getting dragged out.
Yeah.
So the show, like obviously, while the bands were amazing,
the show was brilliant.
Like. The crowd was just sucky. It was so bad. Like,
but like,
and Diana got pulled out as well, which was really crap.
And then Hayley's little story of her going back to take a picture of Ryan and Ryan going to the camera,
like smacking it out of her hand.
Oh, and the story of like at the end, like Ryan was giving out his pics. So I was like, Ryan, number one, and he just went. And he went to give me his pic, and some girl behind me just took it out of my hand. And also, I got JP's water bottle. I kind of I really fought for that, and I was like, why? Who cares? But I drank out of it.
So did I.
I passed it to Ellie and
like,
Molly and Hayley only, because they deserve JP's water.
No, we were thirsty.
And we were incredibly thirsty anyway.
God,
and that time it was fine, because we were really thirsty and we just downed it. And then I was kind of thirsty, but not thirsty, but I just wanted to drink. You know how you, like
if you have a drink,
how you're not thirsty and you just drink. But I drank it and it tasted horrible. And I was like,
water tastes bad.
Oh, so I kind of lost it after that, because I kind of stopped caring about it.
I ended up finding a pic at the end of it on the floor, like in front of me. I was like, hey.
Nice. And then afterwards,
Molly got a cash pic.
Yeah, Molly
got
actually
says cash on it.
That was kind of awesome.
Which is sweet.
And then afterwards we went to get merch, and
and like Cash and Sing It Loud were selling their own stuff. It was really funny.
That was cute.
They were like wandering around
Alex
like, buy this!
Alex was standing on the table like, buy Cash t-shirt. So I was like, yeah, I'm going to get a Cash t-shirt. So I bought my Cash.
I like lost you guys at that point. I don't know where I was.
I couldn't find you.
I don't know what I was doing. I was just
the
not
merch
there.
table was basically like the gig.
Yeah.
But so I bought my Cash t-shirt off Sam, which was quite good. And I was like, Alex, hey, because he was right there, and he's like. And
I found you guys once you bought your t-shirts, and then like Alex like yelled, "Who wants to buy one of the last Cash t-shirts?"
And you were like,
I was like, "Hey!" And he was just like, "Hey!" So I like went round, and he was like, "Oh, would you like a t-shirt?" I was like, "Yes, please." And that was cool.
Yeah. I will sometime.
But yeah.
And then I went to get a Cobra hoodie. And
which I already have.
Then we got our Cobra hoodies, and Alex was still trying to sell the t-shirts, and we were like, buy Cash t-shirts! Me and Molly were just going crazy at that moment.
Oh, and then I found Nate again. Well, you were there when I found Nate again, weren't you? And we hugged again.
Nate.
I got to cuddle Nate twice. It was fantastic.
Adorable. Oh, I keep on saying that. Every time you say something about Nate, I'm like, oh,
he is though. He's such a sweetie.
Oh, and he's just so genuinely lovely.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then we waited around a bit, and then Alex Suarez came out, and we talked to him for a bit, and got pictures with him, and he signed my hoodie. Cool. Yeah. No, don't steal it.
It.
She stole my watch.
I like it.
Thank you. And then Vicky T and Nate came out the bus, but they were too quick and injury.
Especially. Well, I got to go stoked at Nate, and I made him smile. He was like.
And then we tried to get Vicky G's attention by singing "My dog is on a roof."
My dog is on a roof. Oh, that was funny. She didn't see us.
No, she didn't
us
have
there.
And then we went to the other side and we were trying to figure out how to get home with Diana.
Yeah.
And then we were like, oh my gosh, it's Cash Cash. So we kind of
they were just like standing
strolled up to Cash Cash and they...
well, we like went over vaguely in their direction and then Alex and Sam just walked to us.
And then I was just like, yeah, you come back soon. And they were like, yeah, blah, 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 all this
I was
stuff
like, when are you coming back? And then they were like, yeah, we're coming back next winter, probably.
And we were like, yay, we'll be there.
Yeah.
And then
we were talking about the weather, which is so horribly British of us.
Even no, they started it.
No, I started that conversation about the weather. I did. Because I said you were really lucky with the weather today.
Well, it's kind
of... And they were like, yeah, I know, because it was really hot that
And then
day.
they were like, does it
But
change?
then they carried on the conversation.
Does it, like, change that much, like, here? Because I remember... And they were like, oh, one day it was, like, really sunny, and then the other day it was raining. And we were like, yeah, pretty much.
So, yeah.
And he's like, it rains a lot here, doesn't it? And we're like,
it's not that much.
Not that much.
And they were like, yeah, it does.
Yeah, it does. It rained, like,
every day except, like, here in Leeds. And we were like, okay. maybe it does. Maybe it's just us.
Maybe we're just used to it.
Yeah, I think that's it.
And then they talked about the crowd.
Yeah, they were like, so you were at both shows, weren't you? And we were like, yeah, we were here we were at the other one yesterday. And they were like, oh, which one did you prefer? And we were like, well, Thursday's one. And they were like, what? Really?
Yeah,
they were really surprised.
What?
And we were like, yeah, because the crowd was a lot nicer, because tonight was really rough. And they were like, oh, okay, fair enough.
We like rough crowds.
Yeah, they were like, we prefer it when it's like that.
We don't.
They were like, fair enough. Yeah.
And then we just talked about like a little things, and then we had to go. So
no, they had to go.
So we were like, yeah.
And then they were walking off, and then I was like, oh, and then Molly was like, oh, ask them where the party is, and I just went, Alex, and he turned around, and I was like, where's the party at? I felt like such a twat afterwards. I was like, where's the party at? And he was like, I don't know. I was like, helpful.
They were totally clueless. And JP was a bit weird then.
He was just like hanging around.
We were talking to Alex and Sam, and JP was like wandering like behind them, and I was just like, JP, come over here.
Yeah, I know.
He was sort of like walking around. He's just practicing his looking busy, I think.
His looking busy skills. Oh, JP. So that was cool. And then we went to Gabe.
We went to Gabe. Support R.
There is no other Gabe.
Gabe support R. Yeah. And we spoke to him for a bit.
Yeah.
And he was really lovely.
He was so nice. And we got pictures with him that time.
So yeah, he asked us if we were going to the after party, and we were like, yeah, we'll try.
But then I said, yeah, what's the age restriction?
I said,
you?
Yeah, I said, how old do you have to be to get in? And he was like, 18, you're fine. And we were like,
no, we're 17. No. He was like, oh! He was so gutted. It was like, oh, Gabe, you care.
He was like, but I'm DJing, and we were like,
oh, don't make it worse.
So he went. He was
like, oh well, practice your dance moves until next time, and then you're coming to the party. And we were like, okay.
And then and
then I told him that we gave our demo to Ryland on the Thursday, and he was like, oh really? I haven't seen it. And I was like, yeah, we gave it to you. And then he was like, oh, do you know what? If you don't hear anything from us, email me on my MySpace. So we friended him, I friended him on our band MySpace the other day, and he accepted our request today. So hopefully we might get some feedback. What? Are you pointing at the sidebar?
Yeah.
Okay. Are we going to put the band MySpace in the sidebar? I figured. But yeah, so that's cool. Hopefully we'll hear something from Gabe Supporter in a little while, which will be epic. Yeah. So, and then Gabe had to go. We were the last people talking to Cash Cash and Gabe. It was so cool. We were like the last people.
He shook my hand. I was so happy.
Yeah, no, so he like grabbed my hand
just goes,
like that. It was like, aw. It was so sweet.
And then driving.
Because he was just like, because I promise I'll like get back to you, and like he just grabbed my hand like that.
Yeah,
Like, promise
so
you. I was
nice.
like, oh, you're so sweet. I love him. And then, yeah, he went and got in the taxi, and we were walking down the road.
And
then he drove past, and we were like the windows were blacked up, but we were just like, yeah.
And then I saw him do
like
something.
it went at an angle, and like you could see someone like doing something with their hand.
So we were like,
Gabe! So, sorry, this probably hasn't been very interesting for most people, but like we had to get it out.
Let's say bye. Bye.
Ugh.